Good morning. This video is for those parents or students who want to do IIT JEE preparation and want to achieve a success at the end. This is strictly for those. Now, IIT JEE preparation, you might have heard from different people, different relatives, friends, somebody who has done IIT JEE preparation. Everybody says IIT JEE is the most difficult exam, right? But to be honest, क्या वो उतना difficult है जितना difficult हमें बताया जाता है? Many parents says, right, or many of our parents have done IIT preparation 20 years back, 15 years back, right? And at that time IIT में subjective paper होता था जब हमें 10 घंटा 12 घंटा दिन का पढ़ाई करना पड़ता था because we can compromise on the school या board का percentage से हम compromise करते थे. Now in the last 10 years the things have completely changed. It is no more a subjective paper, it is an objective paper which tests your analytical skills. It requires the teaching of your school as well. So it is, you cannot have the same preparation that your parent or my parents or I have done when I was preparing for IIT in 2001. Right now, what is required is a smart learning, right? Many people, right? You will meet many people in your coming 24 months. If you're preparing for IIT JEE, they will say, मेरा बेटा 10 घंटा पढ़ता था या मैंने 12 घंटे पढ़ाई की है, 8 घंटे पढ़ाई करता था रोज, लेकिन तब भी मेरा IIT JEE में सिलेक्शन नहीं हो पाया, मेरा एडवांस नहीं हो पाया. Trust me, those things are just rumors. Or if they are correct, then they have not done the right preparation in the right way. That's why I have said it is a smart preparation, right? If you follow the rules, if you understand what this exam is all about, what it's gonna test at the end, it's gonna be a comfortable journey. And if you don't, it's gonna be a nightmare. Now let us understand first, where do we stand today? Till date, we have done all our classes from class 1 to class 10 in our school. No matter what board we were, school always emphasizes on the reiteration wala thing. Reiteration means आपको कुछ सिखाया जाता है, कुछ चीज का practice कराया जाता है, and the same thing is being asked inside the examination. Reiteration is also good if you want to be a good accommodation, right? So school are doing a wonderful job in making you understand the reiteration wala thing. Now, 10th तक हम सिर्फ reiteration वाले मोड पे थे. The moment we join 11th and 12th as a science stream, 11th and 12th या 12th के बोर्ड की बात करूं, things अभी भी same रहेंगी, right? And nothing gonna change in 11th and 12th का board. Whatever you did for 10th का board, if you do the same for 12th का board, you're gonna score 90% or above 90%. The change that comes in 11th and 12th is the competition exam. Now, competition exam is an exam which gives you a right to take admission into different colleges as per your capabilities. Now, competition exam does not only test reiteration, it also goes with the analytical skills, logical interpretation, thought process, and other different aspects of a student. Because let's say, for example, if I take any IIT Bombay, IIT Bombay has a curriculum of 4 year or 5 year for any engineering aspirant. Their teachers are well educated, they are well good, they are the best that you will find across the nation or across the globe. Then why do they need sharp kids? Try to understand, right? Why do they need an exam? Why don't they give an admission on first come first serve basis? Because they know their curriculum is good, their education is good, they have the good teachers or the best exposure that you can have. They want a child who can grasp all that things, and at the end of 4 years, they will be IIT Bombay or IIT Powai or IIT Kanpur alumni who will be representing IIT on a realistic platform or in a practical life. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for somebody who is academically very sound. Yes, that is a tool by which they're going to test you. But they are looking for somebody who has that understanding, who has that, interpretation, who can think, who has a thought process, not just a person who follows everything. That's what the competition exam checks. And that's why most people say it is the most difficult exam, because for the 24 months, you prepare only for the academic part. You don't prepare for the other things. You don't understand what the exam is all about. Exam is not all about academics. For example, IIT JEE Advanced, if you score 50% of the marks, you will be qualified to take admission in one of the IITs. Above 50%, your branch would be different. Now 50% of the marks. Now you relate a class 10th का 50% and IIT का 50%. There's a complete difference, right? So it's just not academic knowledge. Most of the students which I have seen in last so many years, that they always go for academic knowledge. I will solve this material, I will solve this, I will solve that material, I'll solve 300 problems, 500 problems. That is it, and I will crack IIT JEE. And at the end, they either leave in 6 months or 1 year, or they don't get into a desired college. And then everybody says IIT JEE is the most difficult exam. No, it's not. You are preparing in a different way for an exam that tests something different. IIT JEE Advanced gives you 3 hours. It asks you almost like 50 problems that has to be solved in 3 hours. Out of 50, you have to solve a minimum of 25 problems. You are through it. So academic knowledge is obviously required to solve those 25 problems, but the temperament, the strategy, the thought process needs to be developed, which has not been developed till class 10th. Or if you have attended any foundation program, right, you yourself know how much you have learned in those foundation classes as far as the analytical skills or test taking strategies are concerned. All my students, right, they all are happy, they all are successful at some point, right, in some different college, or many of them have passed out, and they have, enjoyed their 2 year preparation because they knew what they have to do or in what direction they have to go in. So if you're preparing for IIT JEE, my advice on this day one or day zero, whatever it is, that please have a clarity about the exam. And if you are willing to put in the effort, then put it in the right direction. If you're gonna just put in the efforts in wrong direction, you're not gonna end up with a success at the end. So try to be more realistic, right? Try to be more practical as far as the examination is concerned. Same is the case with the JEE mains or BITSET or any other engineering exam that you wish to write. Nobody is there to check just your reiteration, because everybody knows board exams gonna test your reiteration. So any student across the whole nation, if I pick any random student, I know his reiteration part is really good, because the Indian curriculum or the CBSE or the HSC or the education curriculum has made them a good understanding of reiteration wala part. They all are good learners. They can learn and they can implement. But the next thing that they require is, do you have a thought process, right? For example, right now when coronavirus is, everywhere, many of the IITs, many of the IIT current student, not I'm not talking about the alumni, the first year student, the second year students, they are helping the system, they are helping the government in developing different things, different, for example, the low cost ventilator that IIT Roorkee is trying to invent or discover or create, whatever it is. So IIT need those kind of students, because they will help, or they will take the brand of IIT in the real world and prove once again that IIT stands for something, right? So understanding 10th it was reiteration, 11th and 12th, if you're doing the board, it is once again the same story, simple. No matter what board you take, it's not gonna affect anything. If you're looking for a competitive exam, then obviously you need to understand what is analytical skills and how should I prepare. So coming to the preparation, right? Now, what do you require? Let's say if I have to clear IIT JEE, I want to be in top 100 all India rank. So first thing, which is the most essential thing, is the academic knowledge. For academic knowledge, I need teachers of PCM or an institute that provides me a teacher of PCM who can teach me really well, who can make me understand the concepts. And every institute has their own objective, and they are doing really good as far as academic knowledge is concerned. But what I have seen is every institute misses out on the analytical skills, logical interpretation, and test taking strategies. And that is where the Plus Minus Academy is helping every student to gain that particular path. That's what we are mentoring for last 17 years. So academic knowledge, analytical skills, and test taking strategies. Test taking strategies is, it looks very simple, right? Everyone talks about, yes, I have a strategy for this test. No, you don't. You need to understand your strength and your weakness. Inside a class of 50 students, nobody will teach you what are your strength and what are your weakness. And according to your strength and your weakness, what's going to be your strategy. For example, let's say in 2 years, 3 subjects, PCM, they're going to be almost 72 topics. Nobody can be equally good in all the topics. There are going to be some which going to be purely on reiteration. There are going to be some topics which are on logical interpretation only. They're going to be mix and match, right? So every child cannot be good at everything. Now, for example, let's say that there is Mr. A. Now, Mr. A is really good with physics. His physics is brilliant, exceptional. Chemistry is, let's say, good. Maths, let's say we say it is an average. Now, it's a 3-hour paper, physics, chemistry, maths, equal weightage. Now, if a child goes inside the examination and gives 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour each to all three subjects, think logically. That is not a right strategy for that particular child. There comes a risk, right? For example, let's say he starts with physics being his strongest. And the first 5 problems he solved are the most difficult problems that are there in that particular paper. Now, that child will be in a panic situation after 15 minutes or 20 minutes because he's going to realize he has spent 20 minutes and he's not being able to solve 2 problems or 3 problems. Now, that child is tend to panic because he knows everything depends on this particular examination. Whereas the other child, which has the same level of, academic knowledge and exposure, he picks questions, right? He picks the easy question first. Let's say he sees the question number first, he skips it. He's like, I'm not attempting it. It sounds like difficult to me. I will start with 6. 6 looks easy. And he solves 6, 7, 9, 11, 13. He solves 5 questions in 15 minutes and he gets all of them correct. Now that child will be more confident inside that examination as compared to the previous child. That is what I'm trying to make you understand, how a test taking strategy can completely change your score at the end of that particular exam. Let's say I take the another way of for the same child. The child knows physics is my strongest, right? So in a ultimate pressure, I can handle physics, but I cannot handle maths because maths is my weakest. When you start a test, right, you are the most comfortable. In between, the panic starts, and at the end, the panic is at the most. So why not I start with maths at the beginning? If I start with maths at the beginning, I'm not panicking. So I will get the maximum out of maths. And if panic starts at the end, I will be handling physics. So this is one kind of strategy for one child, but it will not be valid for the other one. So for every child who is preparing for IIT JEE, he needs someone who can take care of his strength and weaknesses. कि इसके अंदर क्या अच्छी बातें हैं, क्या अच्छी बातें नहीं है, किन चीजों से पैनिक करता है, किससे पैनिक नहीं करता है. And accordingly, अगर एक strategy बनाई जाए और develop करी जाए, 24 months are long enough to make a strategy out of a student and for the student good. It is a small task, but you need a mentor for it who can do that particular thing for your child. If the parents are having an exposure of IIT JEE or engineering or competition exam, if they're capable of mentoring the child, it's wonderful, right? In this world, parents से better mentor आपको नहीं मिल सकता है. But if parents are not being in that situation to help, then you need some mentor apart from the IIT JEE normal coaching. If you don't want your child to end up at a situation where he says, I have put in the effort, but my results are not showing it. So test taking strategies, analytical skills, you have the knowledge, right? You have the conceptual knowledge of the concept कि कौन सा formula है, कौन सा concept है, किस चीज को कहाँ पे लगाना है, कहाँ पे नहीं लगाना है, right? But still you need to try different problems because the problem that you're going to find in the examination is going to be new. You have to interpret the problem first. What are the information given? What do I have to find out from this information? You have to make a flow chart and then you have to work. You cannot just use pen and paper over there. You have to use more of your brain than your pen and a paper. That is something that you need to develop over the next 24 months. So these are the small things that comes with IIT JEE preparation. And if you take care of these preparation, your preparation of 2 years gonna be really enjoying, fun, and comfortable at the end. Because at the end, as a parent, right, we don't want कि 2 साल के बाद में मेरा बच्चे का confidence weak हो जाए. No matter मेरा बच्चा A college में जा रहा है, B में जा रहा है, C में जा रहा है, we don't care about it. What we care about it is 2 साल बच्चा एक effort डाले, एक fight करे, चीजों को सीखे, mature हो. Because if a child gets the understanding how to put in a fight, how to understand, right, उसका जो टेम्परामेंट या उसका जो करेक्टर बनता है एग्जाम में, अगर लेट से एक ही जगह वो बी वाले कॉलेज में भी जा रहा है, बट आई एम श्योर आई हैव सीन स्टूडेंट 10 years डाउन द लाइन दे आर फार बेटर एज कम्पेयर टू एनी अदर स्टूडेंट. And as a parent, we always want our child to be the best among all the people. We don't want them to be a bookworm. So based upon that strategy, that logic, that thinking, that objective vision, whatever you call it, right? Plus Minus Academy is working on that particular part, which is known as the mentorship and supporting the students and the parents. Now, going forward, you are about to start your ITJ preparation, right? In some XYZ coaching, right? Now, every coaching gives you whatever best they have, right? I'm not denying the fact. But will it be the best for your child? There comes a question mark. Because every institute has a fixed pedagogy, a fixed curriculum, a fixed strategy कि इस तरह से syllabus को कराया जाएगा. And they only focuses upon the syllabus because they have to complete the syllabus in almost like 18 months because they have to take time for your revision as well. And the exam gonna be in January. सो अकेडमिकली वो सब कुछ सिखाने का कोशिश करते हैं, बट जिस तरीके से वो सिखा रहे हैं क्या वो तरीका आपके वाले बच्चे के लिए बेटर है? हो सकता है ए के लिए वो बहुत बेस्ट होगा, बी के लिए नहीं होगा, सी के लिए होगा, डी के लिए नहीं होगा, राइट? वी आर कोचिंग या एजुकेशन सिस्टम इज इनटू द फिक्स्ड पैटर्न. नाउ यू कैन नॉट हैव अ फिक्स्ड पैटर्न फॉर एवरी चाइल्ड. यू नीड टू बी अडेप्टिव एज per the student's requirement. And at Plus Minus Academy, we follow adaptive teaching. But for every student, it is a different preparation altogether. Every student's assignment that he or she solves, right, is going to be different. It's going to be according to the child's strength and weaknesses. If a child is losing somewhere, right, we need to make sure that the assignments or the tests that we are giving to that particular child focuses on that particular weakness. It's not a common for everybody else. And that is the only reason why we are doing good with the students, justifying their efforts, and all our students are being converted into the successful students, or their journey of 2 years is a journey that they always want to remember, that whatever they have learned in those 2 years. So for all the students who are going into engineering, we are starting with a 2-month JEE Fundamental Bridge program. This 2-month fundamental bridge program is right now available in online mode. As we understand, you cannot come to our classrooms, right? So it is a completely online program, which is a two-way communication. Two-way communication means it's going to be a live lecture where I will be discussing with you. I will be telling you things. We will be, solving maths problems. We'll be understanding the concepts, right, to a deeper level. Alongside, you can also talk to me, right? It's going to be two-way. You can also talk to me. I can also talk to you. It's more or less like a WhatsApp video call, right? Where both of us can see each other, both of us can talk to each other. So this is what I mean by two-way live communication. So next 2 months, we will be picking 4 to 5 topics of JEE Maths. Now, JEE Maths, because we need some medium to communicate, right? As a teacher, as a student. So I will be taking care of maths, right? And through that maths, I will be making you understand the analytical skills. How do you interpret? And focus would be on your thought process and analytical skills. Now, whatever you learn in these 2 months, that's gonna surely help you in maths. Apart from maths, the same logic and interpretation you can apply to your physics and chemistry. So you're gonna have a boost in physics and chemistry as well. And I believe and I pray that your preparation starts on a very good note. So this is about 2-month JEE Fundamental program. If you want to enroll in our 2-year long program, you are most welcome for a 2-year JEE Advanced Mentorship program where we mentor and where we teach you mathematics. But for right now, what I am conveying to you is 2-month JEE Fundamental Bridge program. Let's say if you don't want to go for a 2-year program, go for a 2-month, which will gonna help you in maths along with help in physics and chemistry, and you start on a very good note. At least you will understand what you have to do, how you have to put in your efforts, how you have to maximize the outcome of your efforts. Once that is done, then you can continue with your preparation. I have tried to make you understand, right? I have tried to explain whatever was there in my mind. Still, if I'm not being able to make you understand things, or if you have any query or doubt regarding anything, whether it's JEE preparation or whether it's how to prepare or any other query, whatever it may be, small or big, you can always reach out to me. My number is posted on the screen. We have a website. You can go to our website. You can read more about us. There is a counseling form. If you want to inquire with us over the website, you can fill that form over there. We'll contact you. Right. So in the end, very my best wishes for your preparation and hope to see you soon and enjoy your preparation, guys.